So you want to become an artist, or maybe you know somebody, or you have a child who has taken an interest in art, and you want to give them the best art supplies that money can buy. There are so many markers on the market, so many supplies that offer you great quality for a set price, but it can be a little bit scary. My name is ADC Art Attack, and my job is to show you which markers are worth it at their respective price points. Sometimes cheap can be better. I feel like today is going to be a really good episode because we're going to be using a marker that everyone is familiar with. You know, when a company puts this much effort into the packaging, it usually means the quality isn't so good. SHARPIE Markers. You love to hate them. I think we're all familiar with SHARPIE Markers. We've all used them at one point in our lives, and they... I think the box is a little bit misleading. Can you really create artwork like that? Okay, so I think the Sharpies are gonna have a really hard time today because I'm putting them up against one of my favorite markers. It's gonna be pretty bad. These are the GRAPHIT B alcohol markers, and they're awesome. I've been using these markers for many years. They are an absolutely fantastic product, and as I'm recording, it's just hit me. They have no chance. The Sharpies, they have no chance. But that's why we're here today. Should you be spending your money on a product that is a little bit more accessible and costs just a little bit less per marker? Or is it worth spending just a little bit more for a product that gives you a higher skill ceiling and maybe even better results? Let's find out. So we're starting with the SHARPIE markers because they have a really cool box of them, and I think we need to do an unboxing here just to check them out. So I have used these in the past, I do know what's inside them, but just an overview here, we get this really cool front cover box which looks fantastic. 30 markers, a modest collection, actually it's a very good collection of markers, 24 fine points, 6 ultra fine points, whatever that means. Flipping it over, we get a coloring page, which, yeah, I don't know about coloring the back of a box. We also get a full list of colors right there, including the ultra fine colors that are available. So cool, but it could do with like a background. We're really lacking on the flesh tones, although we do get one. I mean, it might be useful for today's piece. Speaking of that, today we're gonna be working with a drawing icon. Okay, so fun fact. I actually did complete this drawing live on Twitch, but unfortunately, my PC broke. Yeah, that was a bad time for me. Now I think this image of Goku is going to serve an amazing base for today's comparison. But please do keep in mind that when I use these markers, I am using them in my own hand. Remember, we are all at different skill levels in our careers, but also we have different art styles, and how we approach our artwork is going to be different depending on our own desires. So make the choices that are right for you, but use this video as a form of entertainment and information. Terms and conditions apply. So, starting with Sharpies. Oh, they smell. Yeah. It's not safe. Sharpies are considered to be non-toxic, much like alcohol markers. However, that doesn't mean they aren't harmful. Using the Sharpies as intended is generally pretty safe, but it is important that you have a well-ventilated room. Yeah, not a great example. There's no windows in this room. Not really getting smooth or even layers here, am I? Not good. But the colors of Sharpie are not what they appear. Now these are apparently felt markers, so I would usually give them some slack. However, they do contain alcohol. Sharpies are technically alcohol markers? Huh. Who knew? Maybe I should have known. I've been a professional marker artist for like 13 years. The blending is, yeah, it's okay. It's okay. But what if you don't want to blend? Why would you want to do that? Well, cell shading, the process of putting a tone next to another with a crisp edge, is actually really good. I'm not too interested in accuracy with the coloring, and yes, the large area is an effort to color, but it does dry pretty smooth and pretty even. Oh, lovely! The one skin tone I need is out of ink. Brilliant! So not a bad result for the Sharpie. They're certainly worthy of being labeled an art marker, but they do lack in some key areas, holding them back. Also, wow, the fumes on these things are nauseating. But it's time to move on to the GRAPHIT B. And I predict this is going to be a lot. It's going to be... There we go. They really do stick on these caps. An immediate difference here, we have a brush nib, easily the most superior nib of all markers, an absolute must for every marker. It allows for a smooth and even layer of color and very easy variance in brush strokes. But if you are struggling with those small areas, don't worry, GRAPHIT B has got you covered with a true fine point. This is a very rare and almost exclusive feature to GRAPHIT B. It's an amazing nib for colored line work, but also getting into those hard to reach areas. But of course, the main feature of an alcohol marker is the brush itself, which is exceptional. It allows for blending of the highest level. And it couldn't be easier. Coming off the back of the Sharpies, you feel an immediate difference. The brush is softer, it's smoother, the blending is basically doing itself. I don't have to do anything. That is awesome. But maybe again, you don't want to do blending. That's no problem. Alcohol markers are incredibly versatile, and what you can do with these markers is almost entirely limited by your own capabilities. The more you progress as an artist, the better the results you will get. Does that mean these markers in particular are perfect? Yeah. Although they are incredibly difficult to find on the market beyond this collection, which means replacing each of these markers is an absolute nightmare. I wish they'd make it just a little bit easier. So which should you buy? Really? You'd think the answer's pretty easy. There's no denying that Sharpies are an amazing product. They offer a great range of colors at a very low price. However, when we look into the marker market, we find comparable markers at the same price as Sharpies, which offer you far better value for money and provide you a better tool for creating artwork. But we didn't use those today. Instead, I used the GRAPHIT B markers, costing 10 times the amount of the Sharpie markers for 3 times the amount of markers. Is it worth it? Yeah. It is. With the GRAPHIT Bs, you're getting yourselves an art marker, a marker that is versatile, that is adaptable to your styles and your changes as you grow as an artist. Also, they don't smell quite as bad. It's a big plus. But what do you think? Am I right? Am I wrong? Which of these markers is worth it? The spirally Sharpies or the GRAPHIT Bs and their amazing personality? Unfortunately, that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed yourself here today, and I wanted to give a quick apology for the shortness of this video. I'm going to be away for about a week now, so I wanted to get something out as soon as possible, but also, this is the first video that I have shot in 4K. So hopefully you did enjoy the quality of the video, hopefully it looked better, and going forward, maybe we'll do some videos like this more, or maybe this will be the industry standard going forward on this channel. Guys, if you did enjoy this video, a like on the video is always appreciated. And if you would like to see more of my content, I don't know what video I've chosen, but there's gonna be a video there. So, is it there? I hope it's there, otherwise this is just really awkward. It better be a video, it better just be like a picture of, it's a video, good. Enjoy.